Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of WWE 2K23 My Rise, The Lock, featuring Kid Gorgeous. Last episode, we decided to steal the, the WWE NXT UK Championship and the Heritage Cup. And we went around the world, visiting the UK, visiting Mexico, visiting Japan, and Law. And we just went from place to place and just, showed off our hardware. It was very exciting, being the champion again, and having a bit of something to show off. That we are, we have some sort of status, some kind of stature. Um, and as is the case with many things with these reigns, it was very short lived because it was stolen, and they didn't want us to get into any kind of trouble, so um, we had to give it away. But in exchange for giving back the title, we got a chance to come back to the WWE. This was arranged by what's his name? Suddenly, I forgot his name. What was his name? Tavish. That's right. Tavish actually stole the championship belt and the Heritage Cup from Kid Gorgeous and gave it back to WWE because he didn't want to suffer any kind of lawsuits. Not to mention assaulting a security officer while we made our escape with the championship and the Heritage Cup. So now we're back in the WWE with their reluctance. And one of the first things on the docket, sorry, a little late for me, is talking to Xavier Woods, who will be probably leading up into us going to the ring and talking to Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels is the one that has to be the one that welcomes us back. Probably not the best thing to come back to Raw. Probably a little bit better if we came back to, say, um, the SmackDown or someplace where I wasn't dealing with the general manager who I unexpectedly assaulted. That was a push that should not have happened because Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler. But that's what the character does. That's what he does. So, yeah. Let's see what Xavier has to say as we proceed on with the story.
No welcome back gift basket?
Yeah, the gift basket the first time around wasn't well received, so because apparently my character decided to be a jerk about it.
No, not after what happened with you last time. I can't even look at our WWE 2K game cover now without having flashbacks.
Yeah, that was rude. Yes, I'm sorry is great.
I'm sorry. I was under a lot of pressure and trying to find my way with a new faction, but I've gained some perspective in my time away from WWE. So what do you say we start over?
There we go. See an appropriate response because before my character was completely out of pocket and totally insane to attack them for no legitimate reason.
I can consider that, but an I'm sorry gift basket would help your cause.
That's the least I could do.
If that's all it takes, then deal.
And maybe a skywriting apology message as well.
What skywriting? What?
Don't push it.
Oh, skywriting with the actual what? No, that's crazy. Alright, so I decided to take the path of not being a jerk. Now, let's see if that direction left and direction right. I wonder if direction left was. I'm not sure what the other option was. I guess we could have said, "Don't push." I could have been a jerk again, but I'm not playing a heel, especially with my character because I'm actually a really reasonable person. Maybe the next character will be a total jerk about every single thing that ever was and is. So I'm going to take the high road and apologize. Took the role the first time unexpectedly, but let's see what we have to say this time.
Who knows what we're about to hear from this man, but either way, it should be interesting.
I just can't believe he's back.
Did you ever think you'd see this again? I didn't. See, the last time I was in a WWE ring, I was fired. Everything I had worked for was gone in an instant. I was lost. Without that fight to be the future world champion, The Lock, we'll get to that in a second. I didn't know where to turn next. But then I realized that even though I was knocked down, I wasn't knocked out. There was an entire world of wrestling outside of WWE. New challenges, new stages, new fights. So I set out to conquer that wrestling world, and I did. Leaving WWE no choice but to bring back the man who had been cast aside as a mistake, never to be seen again. But the man you see here tonight is not the same man who was fired. That man was The Lock. And I'm here to tell you, The Lock is officially dead. From now on, you're gonna get the real thing. The man who went out and fulfilled his potential all around the world. Unfiltered, uncuffed, and unleashed. And now, nothing stands in my way from doing what I already did across the globe. Conquering this last territory by winning the WWE Championship. But now that I'm back, what's really...
Here we go. These two have some serious history.
We heard Shawn Michaels had a major announcement regarding this man's future. This could be it.
Beautiful speech. Almost even had me believe in you for a second. Not to rain on your comeback parade, but let me hit you with at least a drizzle of truth. You might have managed to win a few matches while you were gone and pulled off some cheap publicity stunts like invading NXT UK and taking their titles for a joyride. But let's get one thing straight. You don't belong here. We tried everything in our power to help you succeed, and it flat out didn't work. So despite everything you just said, I'm not inclined to try again.
Well, I'm back. So you don't have a choice, do you?
Yeah, about that. You might have maneuvered your way back to WWE, but that doesn't mean I can't make your life a living hell now that you're here.
So what? You're gonna force me to be The Lock again?
Nope. But there has been a slight revision to your new contract. A little detail you might want to consider. And that is, if you don't become WWE champion within 58 days from today, which just so happens to coincide with SummerSlam, you will be gone from WWE permanently. Forever. Or as you said, knocked out. So yeah, good luck with this whole comeback thing.
Wow, that's shocking news.
You might not want to walk away when I'm talking to you. Didn't work out so well for you last time, did it?
Sweet Christmas.
Do I need to repeat myself? 58 days.
Why wait? Give me a championship match against my old buddy Slade, and we'll get this over with tonight.
No chance. 58 days.
It's WWE Champion Slade.
Slade looks determined as he heads toward the ring.
Yeah, determined to prove that a hell of a lot has changed since the former Lock left WWE. Slade may have taken a backseat in the past, but now he's the man on Raw.
That's all fine, but his boss Shawn Michaels just said there wouldn't be a title match tonight, so I'm not sure what Slade is doing out here.
If you haven't noticed, things have changed around here since you've been gone. In fact, if anyone's the Lock now, it's me. Since unlike you, I actually became WWE Champion.
Convenient how that happened when I was gone.
Are you saying I'm only champion because you weren't here? Okay. Let's get this straight. I'm not threatened by you. So if you want to take your shot at my title and try to save your job here in WWE, then I actually agree with you for once. Let's do this right now!
Wow, this is actually going to happen?
I understand, but I got this. Trust me.
Michaels doesn't look too thrilled.
Okay, fine. You got what you wanted. The match is on.
We're going to have an impromptu WWE Championship match between two former faction mates right here.
Wow, I did not see that coming.
I don't get
Holy
this.
cow.
The championship deadline was set
But
58
his evolution,
days. You
not
don't give
evolution,
the man a title match on night one.
I agree, Corey. There has to be more to this plan. Nonetheless, here we go. I might need to get my glasses checked to make sure this is actually happening, but Slade and his former business teammate are squaring off right now for the WWE Championship.
It's happening, Michael. The artist, formerly known as Rock, is back.
He sure is, and he wants the entire WWE Universe to know that the only name he wants from Shawn Michaels is WWE Champion.
Crank in the head.
Hoisting their opponent up for a fisherman buster.
The champ
That's nice. I was not expecting a championship match right away, and I doubt that there's going to be anything that's going on because...
And he sends him into the corner.
Hooked up in the corner.
Any and all
Oh,
momentum
wow.
taken from Slade.
Yeah, Slade has to plot a way to get back into this.
And there's the...
Vertical suplex.
He has been here before, and he knows what he needs to do.
I do what I need to do. And that's to do this.
German suplex spiked over and over again, getting beaten down with force.
All right. Let's do this one.
We got a new champion here.
That's not the right thing.
What the heck? Shawn Michaels just pulled the referee out of the ring.
What kind of behavior is that by our VP of Talent Development?
Shawn wasn't going to let the title change hands like this, not with the championship deadline in play.
MVP and Braun Breaker from behind. The Hurt Business is taking advantage
What?
of the interference from Shawn Michaels.
Was this all part of the Hurt Business and Michaels' plan in accepting the match?
And Breaker nails the military press power slam.
Now Slade's going to try to steal this.
And of course, Shawn Michaels is now helping the referee back in the ring.
Slade got him. The champion retains.
The challenger never really had a chance against the combination of the Hurt Business and Shawn Michaels. I don't see how he can win the championship in the next 58 days with the deck stacked against him like this.
This is just getting worse now. Is this really necessary?
This is ridiculous.
It's former WCW superstar Tavish. He's been a mentor to the Lock and played a key role in his resurgence.
And now he's playing a key role in his beatdown. This is too much for an aging veteran to
This is
overcome.
ridiculous.
And Braun locks in the recliner. Breaker's going to force him to watch as his mentor is taken out by the Hurt Business.
No, he's going to do it. Slade runner onto the steel chair.
This is not how he expected his big return to go here tonight.
Welcome back to WWE, Locke. You've got a long, daunting road ahead of you.
I agree, but I don't know about the long part. He's got less than 60 days to take Slade's championship, or he's gone from WWE forever. This is not looking good.
Certainly long odds to overcome.
The rage. The rage I feel. The rage is intense. The rage.
Rough first night back. How you doing?
I've been better. Wasn't planning on fighting the WWE champion and his entire faction. Thought maybe we'd ease into things and build up to that.
Yeah, same. Well, thanks for trying to help.
I had no idea Shawn was going to pull that stunt with your contract. What'd he say? 58 days to win the title or you're gone?
Yep. SummerSlam or bust.
Well, I doubt you're going to get another opportunity tonight, so really, it's 57 days. How many actual events is that? 57 days is like 8 weeks, with one Raw a week, plus a premium live event, so you might have, what, like 9 chances left? Then again, it's not like you're going to get a title match every show. They actually might do everything in their power to never give you another title match at all.
Is any of that supposed to make me feel better? I know it's going to be tough, but I've already overcome so much just to get back here. I'll figure out a way to beat this too.
I believe in you. I really do. But this feels different.
You think I can't do it?
No, I think you're outnumbered. You can't just brute force this on your own like you always do. You're gonna need help to pull it off.
I got you, don't I?
As you saw tonight, that's pretty much the same as being on your own. You need to lean on someone other than me. You did it in Mexico, now's the time to take it to the next level. They have numbers. So even up the sides.
So you want me to join a faction? That didn't work out too well the last time.
I wasn't saying you should join a faction. I was saying you should start your own and lead one. You're ready.
I guess I don't really have another option, do I?
Not unless you want to keep getting beaten up 3-on-1 for the next 57 nights and then be gone from here for good.
Well, then I better start looking. Clock's ticking.
So yeah, I don't know why my character has this idea in his head that he has to work alone, and it's really frustrating to get stumped like that after whooping Slade so incredibly well. Of course, they weren't gonna actually let me win because had I actually tried to submit him instead of pin him, I would have lost the cheat. I would have lost it because you have to. Anyway, so now we're going to have to figure out who we're going to align with. And it's smart to not do this alone. I wish... It always amazes me when wrestlers are like, you know, just lone wolves. Because they're also always dealing with factions that cheat, factions that lie, factions that do all these crazy things. For instance, as infuriating as it is, I'm sure this you're going to be watching this episode like months after the event anyway. But LA Knight versus Roman Reigns was infuriating because he was by himself against the bloodline. He should have had help. He should have asked for help. At least someone just to be outside the ring in case someone tries to cheat, because they always cheat. But instead he went there alone. And he lost alone. The lesson is not to be alone. At least if you're going to be alone, you better be able to submit. Boom, people. So I'm going to max this out 10 out of 10 for submission under the skin. I had to make it rhyme, and that was terrible. But the goal is to submit. Make people submit, that is. So I could either do... So this is 43 points. So I can bump up the submission to maximum with the last 27 points. Or I could bump up this guy by 2 and increase my running speed and my aerial speed. Or I could bump this up and then bump this up and do striking and grappling damage. But I'm thinking, ooh, actually, I mean, that's actually not a bad idea. That's 43 points. Of course, again, I have to earn another 27 before I max up my submission again, but that'll at least give me my my grappling offense. Ooh, that'll put me at... Okay, well, actually, we'll just do it now. It's going to put me at 98. But it would make them less likely to reverse my abilities if I max out, or at least almost max out my grappling as well. As much as I want to max out my submissions, I'm already at plus 20% for my technical submission offense. And I'm almost... I mean, I'm already over the cap. It's like 115 for technical submission offense. So, as much as I like the idea of maxing out my submissions, I really do want to bump up my grappling and my striking. Okay, actually, well, at this point, anything I do is going to bump me up to 98%. Because I am I submit, I do striking and grappling more than I do submissions. So I want to get, I'll max out, I'll use all my points to bump up grappling and striking. Have my 98%, 98 overall. And then, my next points are going to go to maxing out my submission. And I'll be like, the grapple's almost at max. My aerial is not even close, but my submission is almost at max. So it'll be these two that I invest on the next two story specific things. I'm still going to have side quests, I believe, before this all goes, comes to an end. So I still have more opportunities. It's probably going to be, let's see, if I have two things that are 15, then that'll put me at like 30, in which case I'll bump up my submission. And then my final, striking's going to probably end at 6. My grappling's probably going to be at 10-10. So this is probably going to be it. I'm really close to the end, and I feel like, the next 30, maybe 60 points. If I get 60 points, they're all going to go towards maxing out my submission and my grappling. As a technical wrestler, it makes complete sense for me to focus on my my grappling and my submissions. So those are going to be max. I'm going to be done. I'm not going to erase aerial anymore. I'm not going to erase striking anymore past this. I only do it like this because on occasion I do need to hit them, like punch them, and I do need to do my drop kicks and stuff like that. A lot of my attacks are again grappling and submission, so that's gonna be my focus. And I'm gonna close this out. So boom, there we go. I committed to it. As painful as that was to do. I got my striking at 84. I got my grappling offense is at 109, which is awesome. I need the strength too. The strength bonus helps for the sake of being able to actually slam people. Some surprises at 66, considering... What? Did I miss something? I feel like the strength doesn't really get a chance to get boosted. Actually, some of these things don't get a chance to get a boost. And maybe it depends on... Maybe some of the bonuses here depend on the kind of character you create. I'm a technical character, so maybe they just gave me those options right away, and that's why I got the bonuses to power submission, technical submission versus some other things. I think maybe if I was a luchador character, or I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking maybe there's different different achievements, different attributes that get boosts depending on what your character is and how you built your character. Anyway, I don't know. That's just my assumption. But anyway, so it says Slade says Kid Goldust took his shot and lost. There is no chance he can defeat me for my championship, especially not before the deadline hits. Soon this nightmare will be over. You know, it's really funny how the people that cheat are always the ones that are so mouthy about how great they are. It's kind of sad, actually. It's just illusions. The clock is ticking. I was going to say the talk is clicking. That'd be really silly. Sorry, Kid Gorgeous, but everything they said is true. This is going to be a very short run. Enjoy it while you can. Shawn Michaels has the audacity to say anything. You know, I have all this respect for you, but pulling that ref out of the ring, that was sad. Busy wrestling in Japan, but caught your WWE return. Not good. I'll put a word in here for you when that deadline passes. Just being realistic. Thanks for the support. ... You're welcome. You know, I didn't like my character's speech either, because it really takes away any kind of personal accountability. My run was actually pretty good in the WWE, except for the parts where I went insane and started attacking people for no reason, or the part where I went for the tag team championship and got pinned, and then of course I did beat the champions in a handicap match and earned my right to have a tag team title, but that was taken away because of the team drama. I think losing the faction was mostly because the faction wasn't being run by me, even though they said I was the CEO. But even that, you know, he wanted to be a team player. He was just with the wrong team. It wasn't really like he's not a good team player, even though he doesn't really do a good job of being a team player sometimes. But the problem with being a team player for him was just he was in a bad team. MVP was trying to call the shots when he wasn't supposed to be the CEO. But anyway, that's just me talking. Let's get on with the story. So Hector Flores says, you had my back in Mexico when you didn't have to. I never forgot that. So if you want my help, just say the word and I'll be there. I wish you were there during my match. You could have easily run out there while I was getting stumped and helped. But instead, you were back there. Tweets mean nothing to me. I don't care about DMs. Appreciate it. I'll let you know. No, I'll let you know. The immediate answer is, I need your help. Now. I need your help now. We need to make things so difficult for Slade that the only option he has is to give me a championship match. We need to interfere in his matches and make him lose so that, you know, we need to be out there. We need to be a presence so that his life is so miserable he wishes that I won a championship from him. And so anyway, the story goes on. We have some... I was going to make this a shorter episode, but we have a little bit of time. I'll see how long this next story goes here, and we'll close it off there. I know my episodes are usually an hour long. This is like a half an hour point right here, but I'll just keep going, because why not?
Sounds like you already have Hector's help if you want it, but that still leaves you a man short if you want to even up the sides.
I prefer greater than even odds. I'd say outnumber them, because the odds still aren't even. If there's just me and Hector, there's still Slade, MVP, other dude, and Shawn Michaels. That's 4 against 2 instead of 2 against 3. So, let's see what else we got.
You have any suggestions?
I know I said you needed to lean on other people, but I'm willing to reconsider. If you're willing to do me a favor.
What's this?
What are we talking here?
I had a lot of regrets about how my WCW run ended. One of the biggest was I was supposed to face Goldberg during his legendary undefeated streak. I know I could have been the one to end it, but a match never happened after I quit. So help me get a match against Goldberg, and I'll join your faction.
I mean, Tavish, you're nice, but I really don't need you as the other member of the faction. I need you to be on the sidelines. I need someone that's a bit more capable. But I'd rather have Goldberg, honestly. I mean, anyway.
That's kind of weird. I mean, you just got beaten up by Slade and his crew. Shouldn't you want revenge without all this Goldberg stuff?
I mean, he's not wrong.
If I'm going to put my body on the line for you, I need this win against Goldberg. Besides, it'll be a massive confidence boost for me to get that monkey off my back.
This dude really thinks he can beat Goldberg. Okay. Oh, wow.
Goldberg is a very large, scary monkey to try to get off your back. It's no guarantee you'll beat him.
Chances are I'm going to have to wrestle that match. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm going to have to somehow beat Goldberg as Tavish.
I've dreamt about it for 25 years, and in my dreams, I beat him every time, and this will be no different. Just make the match happen, okay?
I'll see what I can do. This is really the only option I have. Otherwise, I can't progress the story.
I think Goldberg's been training at the PC lately. I'll talk to some people there and see what I can do.
How to win friends and influence superstars. Yes. Oh, wow. Thought this might happen. Oof. Man, he broke his own back on that one. Uh-oh. That was it of my reign. That's all I had. Ooh. And now... oh, this is the end. This is the end. I had all this hope, and yeah, I didn't have any hope actually. I didn't expect Tavish to be able to accomplish anything. Dang, he's not even letting me get up. I can't even, like, everything I'm on top of buttons, but it doesn't matter because this is Tavish against freaking Goldberg. That's freaking A. I need to get him down. I gotta keep the pressure on him too. Nah. Oof. Oh, and I missed it. I missed that opening. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, returning the favor. Returning the mother-loving favor. Ooh, nice. And then a finisher will do it. This will do it. What? He reversed the finisher. He reversed the finisher. Why? I should have had him. I should have had him pit first. Uh-oh. didn't know the button. I didn't know the button was gonna go up there. Ooh, we got him. We got him. Oh, okay. Maybe we don't have him. Yeah. Ooh.
One, two. That's it.
Holy cow! He actually cooled it off. I didn't think that pin would do it, but I had to try. I had to try to make that move a pin, and I actually accomplished it. That's a miracle. A miracle that happened. I feel shame for Goldberg. I feel great shame. It was televised. No one knows that happened. Wow.
I told you I could do it. The Goldberg monkey is officially off my back. Ha! It was 25 years late, and in a training match with no cameras rolling or an audience to see it, but still, what a feeling!
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. So, I guess that means you're on board to join my faction now.
Oh, hell no. I was never going to actually join. I'm ancient and just spent everything I could to pull a fast one on Goldberg. Now, I mainly wanted that match for my ego, and of course to show you how you can leverage favors to recruit superstars to join your fight. Like I said before, you can do much better than me.
This old jerk. I knew that. It's...
Seriously? I just jumped through so many hoops to make this happen.
Well, I hope you're ready to jump through some more, because that's how this is going to work. And it's not like you've been the most friendly, outgoing type in your time here, so it might be a bit of an uphill battle.
Seriously, yeah, my character was a jerk. A huge one. Well, I mean, I tried to be nice, but, you know, there's only so much you can do when the character's designed to be a jerk.
People like me.
Debatable. Anyway, I have a feeling the more wrestlers you get to join your faction, it'll attract even higher profile superstars and legends to help your cause.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
As long as it's not Sami Zayn. I don't see that happening.
And finally, whenever you got two wrestlers you think make up the best faction to take down Slade and his group, come find me and let me know. Got all that?
Alright. He's got something up his sleeve, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Good luck, kid. I'm gonna go celebrate my big win. But you should probably get to recruiting. Time's running out.
So 58 days, that's 8 weeks. 57 days. It's like 2 months of... 2 months of stuff happening. I got your buddy Tavish to win. I hope I didn't give him too much of a fight. But I wanted to make it seem at least somewhat realistic. So we could hear... So... Goldberg was holding back. Yes, obviously. Turns out this was all kind of pointless. His weird way of teaching me how to recruit people to join my faction. But yeah, you were good. Thanks again. Don't appreciate my time being wasted, but whatever. That's how I feel. I needed to, for if anything, have Goldberg join my faction. Jeez. Even if he doesn't have, you know, the same tenacity he used to, he's still a better replacement than Tavish. That would have been a good return for him. Then again, he'd probably try to get the gold from me afterwards. Actually, no, I could say that. I could guarantee him a championship match if he helps me become the champion. Because the goal is to get a championship before 58 days. It's 57 days now. Or whatever. but it doesn't say how long I keep it. It doesn't say I give my match away, my championship away, but if I get the championship, I can then defend it against Goldberg. So that's actually not a bad idea, actually, I think, to offer him a chance in exchange for him joining my team. Not that this ever going to happen. Xavier Woods, Matt Riddle, who would I have as part of my team? Not really a fan of either of them, personally, or in the storyline. I don't really know much about Xavier Woods. Haven't really watched him perform. I haven't seen him much. I mean, I just see like a few matches. But I haven't really watched him in much lately. At least in the past weeks that I've been watching wrestling again. Allies. The Allies section selection screen is now unlocked with the hub menu. Hector Flores is already an available ally. You'll need to recruit at least one other ally from the WWE roster by talking to superstars in person and on social media to attempt to get them to join your faction. The more ally recruiting stories you play will allow you to access higher profile superstars and legends. Recruit the 2 allies who you think will make the best overall faction. Okay. You will also have some special allies available based on pivotal decisions you made previously in the story, as well as some that might be locked out based on those same decisions. Some allies will join your faction more willingly, while others may need you to successfully win a match or a brawl to get them to join your side. After completing an ally recruiting story, be sure to check the ally screen to see if you've earned a new ally or not. I'm going to try to earn as many allies as possible. I'm not even sure what's possible as far as the number of allies you can have. Once you have 2 allies you want to start a faction with, select them in the ally selection screen, and then go talk to Tavish to advance the main path story. Alright, so I got work to do. Allies 1 of 0. So let's see. I've got Hector unlocked. Let's see, there's Matt Riddle, Kevin Owens, Xavier Woods, The Miz, Finn Balor, Mystery 87 person, The Rock, Edge is marked out, so I guess at some point I must have said it is something that didn't make him happy. I'm curious about that. I'm so curious. But if I could get The Rock as an ally, that would be insane. I mean, I did talk to him briefly in the social media, and that did help. See, okay, my dream. Okay, again, Edge is completely locked out. I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. I must have said something or did something stupid. I don't know. I don't know why there's a red X here. I'm so curious about this now. Like, why is he a big X? Why is he a big no? But anyway, Hector's an option. I feel like I wish I had more than just 2 options, as option of 2 people. Like, if I want to build a faction, I would want to have more than just 2 people. Can I have 3 people? I feel like settling for 2 is dang, my overall is 98 and his is 96. Who would have thought? Then again, I am pretty electrifying. So my thoughts are The Rock. If if I can get The Rock somehow to join my faction through social media or some other thing, I would gladly have him as an ally. That would be baller. That's how you become champion again, with The Rock by your side. If you smell what The Rock is cooking, then I would choose. I'm not a big Finn Balor fan. He's part of the Judgment Day anyway. I wouldn't want him to be part of my faction. So I guess then the next thing would be The Miz. You know, I never really took The Miz seriously in the game, but in real life, I mean, he is a very talented individual. You know, I saw Miz when he was in the real world. I actually watched that. I know when he first was just like, you know, was just reality star, and then when he joined WWE, I was like, oh, this is really cool. You know, Mike is gonna be in Wrestle League, and I got to see him in the Performance Center when they first had the show. You know, when they first unveiled the show. You know, there was a reality show. You know, behind the scenes of becoming a wrestler. It was like when they first debuted that back in. Can't even remember when they first debuted that reality show, but he was one of the first people that came out of that, and it was really cool to see him. So you know what, I will say The Miz. I'm just gonna say The Miz. I'll do it. I'm gonna try to get The Miz and The Rock. You might go, why not Xavier Woods? Well, he's already a member of a faction, the New Day. He doesn't have to have two. That could be part of two factions. Kevin Owens. You know, he does have a higher overall, but I don't know. I kind of, I don't really feel, you know, anything special about Kevin Owens. Again, I see him working with Sami Zayn in real life. You know, at least before he moved over to SmackDown, he was in Raw with Sami, and they were a team. But I just don't really. I'm not a Kevin Owens fan. His energy doesn't really fit my energy. At least I don't know. Something's off. So I'm trying to choose someone that's not part of a faction, and so I'm thinking either Finn Balor or Xavier Woods, both out. These two guys are out of the picture, but I will gladly. I guess I can maybe consider Matt Riddle if he wears shoes. I'm thinking Miz and The Rock. Miz and The Rock. But we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. Anyway. Let's... Wait a second. What time do we have here? I'm just gonna... Let's make sure I'm not going over. Okay, I'm almost at the end of this episode. No, I was doing a lot of talking and not so much playing. I can't boost my stats here right now. But all this stuff about building, you know, alliances and talking to people, sounds like I'm going to be getting a lot more attribute points in wrestling matches going. So I'm going to be stacked. I feel like 58 days is a lot of time when you not a lot of time, but a lot of time at the same time. Ooh, so I got a storyline going. The Rock. There we go. I can unlock him if I do this. I can unlock Owens if I do this. And what is this? Keep going. Just like I post this. Throwback Thursday to that time I beat Finn Balor to advance the finals of the Apex tournament. What a match. So is Finn Balor going to ask for a rematch? Still talking about that because I'm still waiting for a rematch. Okay. So my first... see, now I hate even that I started this. Because if I say I have bigger priorities, then that's rude. I'm not sure how he'd respond to that. Can I back out? I might have to come back to that. So I might have to come back to that. I'll come back to that. I mean, I didn't really want to recruit him. I'm more interested in The Rock. Even with just Hector and The Rock, there'll be a fair thing there. Hector, as much as it's nice to have like a sure thing with him as a partner, I'd rather stack my overalls. I'd rather stack the deck. So I'm going to go with The Rock first. But that's going to be next episode. I'm going to end the episode here. Next episode is the Allies episode. Next episode, I'm going to be talking to all these guys. Starting off with The Rock, because why not? But also building up my alliances. I'm going to, again, I'm a completionist kind of in mindset. So I'm going to do all these anyway to get everybody on my side. So I have, like, you know, a legion of backup. That'll be kind of cool if, you know, I could have like this thing, or like I just come out with like 5 people that have my back and just rip everybody to shreds. Obviously that's not a thing in this, but that would be cool. But anyway, there's so these are all my options. I have 5 options: Matt Riddle, Xavier Woods. Again, I am so curious about this whole Allies thing here, because it makes it seem like there's other options here that are locked, but they don't even reveal themselves. And I don't understand who they could be or why they're not showing up. There's 97 over there, there's 98, sorry, there's 89, there's 92. Batista's off limits. I just want to know who all these people are that are locked, but they're hidden. Maybe they're gonna reveal themselves later, but this says Allies 1 out of 20. So I guess it'll all reveal itself with time, and maybe I have to do some different things. Maybe had I. Again, I have to play this a different way next time. I think playing a heel maybe gets me different options. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe because I'm a more babyface, I have a different set of options than if I was a heel. If I was mean to Xavier Woods, and if I'd done a different path as far as like whether or not I was going to be the lock or not, or I don't know. But anyway, it's been great talking to you guys, and thank you for watching. Next episode, we tackle the great journey of making allies. We will start with social media first. I'm going to talk to The Rock. I'm going to talk to Kevin Owens. I'm going to talk to Balor. And then we're going to handle the ones down here. I'm going to talk to Xavier Woods, Matt Riddle. Once I build up my dream team, do all the different little side quests I need to do to make myself, you know, the top cheese, then we're going to, you know, progress our story. But these are all of the these are all the things here. I think dual faction membership is most likely going to be the New Day. Maybe if I have as much as I don't really care to choose Xavier Woods, maybe by choosing him and talking to him and building bridges, then if I build bridges with the New Day, that's 2 extra people. You know, the New Day's got, you know, they've got 3 people. So dual faction membership for Xavier Woods also means that I have dual faction membership within the New Day. So I could be a member of the New Day and have their help, their backup, while at the same time I'm working with the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock. And let's see, I've got a lot of stuff going on here. Oof. Look at all this stuff. I'm kind of curious what my options are here. I wonder how many of these I'm going to have access to. once I finish these first 6, because I'm going to try to do every little side mission I possibly can so that I am maxed out by the end of this story. I'm gonna be so stacked. At least my attribute was gonna be like, I'm gonna be like overall of 100. I'm gonna be over 100. That's the goal. I'm doing everything. My next run, maybe it won't be so insane about it, but it wouldn't surprise me if I am, because the point of doing that is to make myself as resourceful as possible and improve my chances of success. Next hill run, maybe I'll be... Yeah, I'm still undecided as to whether I'm going to do the universe mode or if I'm going to do another lock and legacy run. I already have a male character and a female character in mind. So if I do that run, I will probably use them, and that'll be fun. But we'll see. We will see. Until next time, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. I really appreciate you watching, listening to me go on. Been a lot more talkative this episode than usually I am. Usually I'm doing stuff, but I want to focus the next episode to be about building allies. But anyway, thank you for watching. Tune in next week for another episode of The Lock. Who's not The Lock anymore? Now it's just WWE 2K23 with Kid Gorgeous, because he's not The Lock anymore. Until next time, have a great day. Have a good night.